Who would have thought that a demon would do good deeds? This man secretly kept a bird. While he was at work, his neighbor took the chance to report him to the landlord. Pets are strictly forbidden in the apartment. When the man returned home, the bird was already gone. He immediately began searching everywhere in a panic, while the neighbor revealed a smug, gloating smile. In the end, the man still couldn't find his bird. Just then, Moguro suddenly appeared. He told the man how the neighbor had reported him to the landlord. He deeply understood the pain of losing a beloved pet, but at the same time, the man was also at fault. Even calling the police would be useless, and would only end up getting him evicted from the apartment. So Moguro took out a tin of eucalyptus seeds. If it was a plant, then it didn't count as a pet. Persuaded by him, the man decided to try raising it for a while. After seeing the eucalyptus sprout, the man's mood improved greatly. From then on, not only did he water it with care every single day, he also recorded the eucalyptus's growth process with his paintbrush. Soon, he had drawn an entire series of comic strips. Furthermore, to make sure the eucalyptus wouldn't feel lonely while he was at work, the man specially bought a koala plush toy. Watching the eucalyptus grow taller and taller, the man couldn't help but dance with joy. The neighbor, however, was extremely displeased by this. The next day, the boss mentioned that the man's eucalyptus story was very interesting, so the company was planning to make it into an animated series. The man was deeply grateful to Moguro for his suggestion. Moguro simply told him to take good care of the eucalyptus. Meanwhile, the neighbor was leading the landlord through the man's home, searching for a pet. But no matter how hard they looked, they couldn't find any trace of one. The landlord warned him not to waste his time, then turned around and left. The neighbor found it very strange. He had clearly overheard that the man had recently gotten a new pet. After scanning the room, his eyes locked onto the eucalyptus. By the time the man came home, he was utterly devastated. His eucalyptus had been completely destroyed. Hearing his sobs, the neighbor once again let out a mocking laugh. At that moment, Moguro suddenly appeared in the room. The man frantically begged him to save the eucalyptus. With Moguro's help, the already dead eucalyptus came back to life, and grew at an astonishing speed, surpassing its previous size within mere seconds. Eventually, it even broke straight through the wall and grew into the neighbor's home. The neighbor was instantly horrified. He never imagined a plant could seek revenge. The very next second, he was hurled right out of the window. The man was startled awake by the noise, but after looking around and finding nothing out of the ordinary, he simply went back to sleep. Not far away, the neighbor was left hanging from a utility pole, savoring the gusts of cold wind that blew through the dead of night.